What's up, Modesto? How you doing? All right. As Ken pointed out, my name is Jason. I'm from Manteca, which means if I were to say something to you guys, like you're a very beautiful audience, you should already know that I have incredibly low standards. I don't really know who I'm making fun of at that point. It could be me. I don't know, yeah, I'm gonna do some new shit here. I've been trying to quit smoking lately, and I've tried the patches, I've tried everything, and nothing's working. I finally saw a commercial for Chantix. You guys aware of this? There's a prescription drug out there that you can take that helps you quit smoking. And it sounds all good and fine until you hear the side effects. You know what I mean? Like the side effects for this particular drug were out of control rage, suicidal thoughts, and hallucinations, right? Which sounds kind of bad until you really break down the side effects of just quitting smoking. You know what I mean? The side effects of just quitting smoking usually consist of out of control rage and suicidal thoughts. Yeah. So to me, it sounds like all I'm paying for are hallucinations. Awesome. Yeah. So I've been taking Chantix now for a couple months, and I didn't quit smoking or anything like that, you know, but sorry, Bunny keeps jumping out and talking to me and shit. Oh man, what do I want to talk to you guys about? Yeah, I'm a little older than most of you guys here. Like I'm married and I have 2 children. I just want to let you guys know right now, those of you who are thinking about having kids, just don't do it. Like, and I'm not about to tell you about how I never get laid because I'm married with children. Like, I get laid, it's just not fun most of the time. You know what I mean? Like, if you have kids, you can understand what I'm talking about. Like, married with children sex is literally 5 minutes of me humping her silently while I smother her face with a pillow. You know what I mean? Going, shh, you're gonna wake the kids. That's usually what sex is like in my house, you know, but every once in a while, you get to have fun, you know what I mean? Like, you give the kids an extra shot of cough syrup before bedtime, you know what I mean? Make sure they're all good and gassed up before they go night-night. And then you get to have fun, you get to break out the porn, you get to break out the toys, you know, have a good time. But apparently, my kids have grown a tolerance to NyQuil. So here comes my daughter knocking on my door. Dad! Now to give you guys without kids like an accurate description of the panic that set in, just imagine my daughter is the SWAT team and me and my wife are now drug dealers. You know what I mean? Like, we're running around the room panicked. I'm throwing dildos at her. She's flushing them down the toilet. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, take the ball gag out there at the door. And she's all, blah, 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 blah. And she won't go away. My daughter just won't go away. Dad! I saw the boogeyman! Which really, all she's saying right there is that, Dad, I'm a cock blocker. That's all she's saying. And it's absolutely true, by the way. Eventually they get to you. You gotta go answer the door. You know what I mean? I dove on the laptop beforehand. You know what I mean? Like it was a grenade, and I was taking myself out for the platoon before I go open the door. And naturally, my daughter wants to come lay down with us, which is a little weird because I still smell like lube. You know? And there's also that awkward situation now. I have a boner, and I have to lay down in bed next to my daughter. I have to sleep on my most uncomfortable side because I don't want her to fucking brush against my dick. You know what I mean? I gotta cry into my pillow now and fucking rest my achy balls. This sucks, right? Now, smash cut 3 o'clock in the morning. Mind you, I dove on this laptop in panic. Apparently, though, I didn't close it all the way, right? So it's kind of cracked open, and at some point in the night, the hinges opened it up just enough to where I started playing the porn just out loud in my bedroom. Wakes up my wife and my daughter. I don't wake up though, because I have the inherent male ability to take whatever soundtrack I hear and inject it directly into my dream, you know? So now I'm banging the princess after I killed that dragon, you know what I mean? It was awesome. Then I wake up and I'm still hearing porn for some reason. I'm still half asleep. I figured out that maybe I just figured out the way to bring Freddy Krueger back from the dream world. You know, and it turns out that's wrong too, because now my daughter's tapping me on the shoulder going, "Daddy, what were you watching?" And now I'm half asleep. Right? I still had enough wits about me to look at her dead in the eye and tell her, "Honey, we were watching the Texas Chainsaw Massacre." Because that accurately described all the sounds that were coming out of the porn. You know what I mean? Like, you had the chick screaming, and then all you could hear is yeah, that's all you could hear. And my witty answer, I think I saved her from the trauma for at least 15 years. Or at least until she buys her own dildo. Yeah, I know, right? That's a fucking horrible thing to think about. And who knows when that'll be, too, because they just grow up so fucking fast. I like how it just died right there. You know, I'm starting to feel old, a little bit older now. And it was a weird way when I started to realize that I'm feeling older. Like I heard a news report. Apparently this 17-year-old kid murdered his classmate and carved a pentagram into his head because that was the price he had to pay to sell his soul to Satan. And I looked at it, I was like, what the fuck's the matter with kids nowadays? Back in my day, you could sell your soul to Satan on nothing but a handshake and your good word. Okay, now, maybe you had to buy a Judas Priest album, but, you know, it was a lot cheaper back then. I guess that's inflation, you know. Can I blame that on Obama? I don't know. Oh, you raised the price to sell my soul to Satan, fucker. Oh, I think I see your light. I'll get the fuck out of here, don't worry. So, before I leave, I'd just like to say, I'd really like to thank K Sizzle for having me out. I'd like to thank you guys for sitting here and enjoying the show, you know, because, especially tonight, because I got in this huge argument with my wife before I came out. You know, it was over something dumb, too. Like, I was reading this article, and the article's headline said, "Women who swallow semen tend to be happier than women who don't." Alright? Now, this is written by these scientists in New York, and to back up their claim, they explained, did you know that there are 4 ingredients in semen that can also be found in antidepressants? It's true. It's in there. You know what I mean? And I'm reading this article to my wife, and she just jumps in over the top of me, and she just goes, "That's bullshit! That's not real science! They didn't peer review that! They don't know what the fuck they're talking about!" And I looked at her and I said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, honey. It sounds like somebody needs to take their medicine." Alright, guys, I'm Jason. Thanks for having me.
Alright, and one more time for Jason's songs, you guys. Jason.